one thing that we haven't done, one of the rust tutorials, I mean, we've done tutorials on all the series, I think, that we do, but we haven't done one on a wagon, and it's a perfect opportunity to do it. I bought this 300T, this S124 in, it arrived here from Cape Town over the weekend. I think let's pull it out, and it's severely rusted, so it's actually a great example to use when we're checking for places that they're prone to rust. So let me get it out, let's start it up, see if it fires up. It should do. Let's have a look here. What a beauty, actually. You take the handbrake off. Bouncy, bouncy. Actually wanted to see something here.
Road test when?
It looks like the spheres have gone here at the back. See that? Well, it drives. So, yeah, we could do a road test, but I think a lot of the parts, I don't know if you've noticed, but this isn't by design. It's not a low rider. What's happened there is that the top of the springs, where that actually goes, is rusted away. So the whole thing's collapsed. As I said, severely rusted this car. So if you have a look at it, let's start here by the sunroof. Let me get a screwdriver, something we can poke and cause damage with. So much fun. Let's see here. I mean, look at this. Completely rusted away here. I mean, it goes right in here. I don't think this is going to open, hey, Bills? We'll try it. We are keeping the car inside, so let's see. I hear noise.
Motor works.
I think it's done, this one, eh? I'm going to be opening up. Okay, so once again, very common issue, and we did cover this with the sedans as well, and that's the sunroof, and that's normally caused by a blockage of the drain that runs down the A-pillar over here. And you can see here, this is clearly the issue. I mean, it's blocked and it's started rusting out there. I mean, look at this here. The whole A-pillar is done here. So it's obviously structurally unsound. Let's open up here. If you look around here as well, as we noticed when we had a look at the sedans, it's the same story. That all sort of works its way down here. And you might remember that car that bent. We did a video on it a month or two ago. What happened eventually is that it rusts away here and the whole chassis just flexes. And it's the first time I've actually seen this, where the it had been parked there, and the underside of this is all rusted away. That's why it's gone up. Let me just do this quick. Bells, can you do that side? Oh, or down. There we go. Okay, I mean, the engine compartment doesn't look too bad, but you can see here again, all of this that's exposed to the weather. The front here, this, I would assume that that's all rusted as well inside there. Over here. Down here it looks okay. I'd be very surprised if the battery tray underneath there is still intact, because this is such a common problem for rust here. Yeah, look at that, it's all gone, eh? Underneath there. So that's all rusted down here as well. As I say, the underside of this is all rusted here, and that's why the wheels have collapsed up. So sunroof there. Whatever the B-pillars here at the back, it doesn't look too bad. You know, because obviously in a sedan it would rust over here, but where this one has been nailed is the top of the tailgate. I mean, look at this on top here. Actually make an additional sunroof here. Yeah? Look at that. Let me just open up here. I'm surprised to see very often this rusts over here. I'm surprised to see this one isn't rusted here. We've had a few where it rusts behind here over the years. And this is all okay here as well. So the tailgate itself seems fine. It's just here where the hinges are. And we look on top here. And on the other side here, same story. Over here. Let me get a stick to hold this up, because I see. Let me do that quick. Oh, the electric latching still works, huh? See that?
Yeah.
There we go. This is dirt. It's actually nice to see that there's a couple of things that are always missing on these cars. The one is this cassette that that has both the boot cover and the luggage compartment net on. They're always missing, and this is still here, which is very nice to see as well. You don't often see those. There's some spark plugs. Can't really see underneath there. Let me open up here on the side. I don't want this thing to fall down and club us on the head here. Let's have a look on the side here. Actually looks okay here. Toolbox. See down there, it looks fine as well. Let's have a look on the side. I think it's over here. Yeah, that also actually looks okay. So it's weird. It's a real mixed bag, this one. Where it's rusted really badly. And then it hasn't rusted in places that we see a lot of other ones that are rusted. So, I mean, here, bottom of the doors also look okay. So I think it comes back to the same thing. You know, have a look at places where water collects. And this is where water would collect here. So if you washing the car, it's quite conceivable that water would collect over here. If there's a few leaves and stuff, it's going to stay here. And it's going to cause that sort of thing. Ultimately, it's going to be a big problem and very, very difficult to repair. And that's also why this car is just being stripped down there as well. Look at that. See, it's just structurally an issue because you're going to have the same sort of problem as, let's take a walk there to the other one. What's going to happen is that this whole thing is going to detach, like on this car over here. You can see that the whole front is bent up because this is all rusted away here. And that's then the next step. So look when we move the door and the floor like that. Haven't bothered to lift the carpet, but let's go and lift the carpet on that quickly. Come here and lift this carpet up and look at this. The amount of moisture that's stuck here underneath here. Look at that. And that's why that rusts as well. So basically what happens is the water runs in there through the bottom of the battery tray and through here and collects there. So, you know, if you do have rust, it's very important that you take these out periodically and just let them dry out. Because you can imagine the sponge here. I mean, from the top it feels fairly dry, but you lift it up and you compress it. That's just waterlogged there. And that water is resting on that floor. And it's got nowhere to go but straight through eventually. So very, very important to do that. Just check that. And to nip it in the bud. So if you see it starting, don't let it progress to this degree here. Because it will end in tears. You know, there's no fixing this, unfortunately. No fixing it safely. You know, you can do a botch job and make it look better for 1 month or 2 months, but after that it's just going to come back and it's going to be the same sort of story again. So I think, you know, like with the sedan, and watch that video. I'll share a link to it here as well. Just scan the QR code and it'll take you directly to that video. Have a look at those. A lot of them are common to here, but in the wagon specifically, look at the top and the back of the tailgate. This area over here, the floor seems fine here. I don't see anything there. If I do, because we're obviously going to be stripping this car, we did buy it for spares. So as we strip it, if I see anything else that stands up, I'll edit the video and just put another link to a short that we can focus on that. But anyway, I hope that helps a bit, and thank you for watching. And absolutely awesome cars, these wagons, if you are able to get one. They're so scarce these days, and parts are tricky to find. If you are able to get one in a good condition, snap it up. The price is only going to go one way, and they're so practical. You know, it's so nice. If you have a look here, just very briefly on it, you have this over here. So you've got, how does this come out here again? I'm just trying to think. I think this goes over, doesn't it? This goes like that, if I'm not mistaken, and then this goes on top here. No, am I wrong? No, I'm not wrong. Yeah, that's it. So when it opens up, it goes in there, you see, and then you lift it up and you're sitting on there, and then you've got a seat to use. Those headrests got its own inertia reel belts here at the back as well that then go into that. So it's just so slick the way it's designed. So you've got that little footwell there as well. You have the ability to open it from inside, you know, over here, and lock it. So it really is a practical 7-seater, and you can actually fit in there. And I mean, this cushion isn't properly put in Let me just turn it around here, but let's have a look. So we push this down. Which way around would this be? I guess like this. There we go. Could travel far like this. And it's obviously, they have self-leveling suspension, so you can carry your weight in it, it will level out. This one, as you can see, isn't working. The shocks might be fine, it's just the spheres that have gone. And what happens when the spheres blows, it doesn't regulate the pressure in the system, and it just pumps it really hard, and it bounces like it. Well, it has no give, So anyway, thank you for watching.